I like to watch the Nowman Show because it is better than the best show on all of TV.
And that's what we've been suffering from, pretended patriotism. They use patriotism to lie us into a war in Iraq. They use patriotism to do drone attacks on children. They use patriotism to demonize Putin or anybody in the country who won't go snap to our fingers, you know. They have used the war on terror to gain a degree of power and observation over the American people that no dictator ever had.
Unconditional guaranteed income for everyone.
Oh, not a bad idea, actually. Right. I'm all for that. That's not, I've heard people talk about that, like the philosophers like Alan Watts.
Yeah.
He said something interesting. He said, you know, money isn't wealth, it just measures wealth, right? So when the stock market crashes, we still have the same wealth in America. There's just an accounting problem. He said that's like showing, you know, if you show up at the bank and they go, we're out of money, we'll print more. He goes, it's just like showing up at a construction site and saying, hey, we were out of inches. What? Go get, what do you mean you're out of, they just measure what you're doing. Yeah, exactly. They're not what you're doing.
Baila conmigo este sol, Arete Media, esta es la cumbia del sol. Arete Media, baila conmigo este sol, Arete Media, esta es la cumbia del sol, esta es la cumbia del sol. El horizonte se va a aclarar y todo el mundo quiere bailar, pues la cumbia del sol.
The wind will change, the water main will break, risks happen, and so you got to kind of always be trying to get more surplus, more profits, because the more you have, the safer you are to face any eventuality. It's built into the system that the capitalist's anxiety about keeping his or her hands on that surplus means you got to use the surplus to build your company to get more surplus and therefore become safer. And so the system has built into it not just the need to get as much surplus as possible, but to grow the enterprise, to build it out. Because if you don't, you risk collapse, disaster.
Hello, this is Niswander, and you're watching the Nowman Show. And today I'm here with David Bowie's piano man, Mike Garson. Hello, it's great to see you again.
Likewise.
This is fantastic. So a lot has happened, actually, since we were last in this room together. The David Bowie celebration concert I attended at the Wiltern.
Sting was kind of a wild highlight both nights. He was supposed to come just one night. He liked it so much he came back. And he sang, I think, Lazarus, right?
And he did Black Star.
Anyone who has the real jazz sensibility tends to like to create in the moment.
And you are obviously a medical doctor. What is the best way going forward to get a single payer in this country? Most countries have that, and we need it too.
Exactly. We need it, and we can afford it, in fact, because it doesn't cost any more than what we are paying right now. It simply ensures that our healthcare dollars are paying for healthcare, not for health profiteering. We need a healthcare system that is established for people, not for making profit. So again, this is all a matter of achieving critical mass. We need to come together as the many movements we are for health justice, for climate justice, for racial and economic and LGBT justice, and women's justice. When we get together with the courage of our convictions, we're unstoppable.